I actually don't know who you play as in this game.
Hi guys, sorry. Hello and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everybody.
And like Connor said, we don't know who we play as in this game. We are here to play Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Yep. Where we see Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog's Robotnik's mug in glorious blue as the stuff pulsates and mechanicalizes.
Yes, I actually really like how the original one looks much more than the cleaned up ones in the that we played in the
I guess we do this one.
Yeah. Now, as you guys are gonna see, this is a ripoff of a Japanese puzzle game, but you know. Beans, let me give you a hand. Was that what he said?
Yes.
I have to prepare Dr. Robotnik and it's going too fast.
We also neglected to show the part where explaining the gist as to how these poor little sad-looking bean critters became.
We should have shown that.
Oh yeah, I guess I could reset.
No.
Oh shoot.
You didn't have to. Oh well. I was just gonna say we can do it after, but okay, now we're gonna do it now.
That's quite alright.
Forgive our unprofessionalism.
My apologies, I didn't communicate well.
It's okay, I was gonna say we could do it after, but you're like, I could restart before I could go. Yeah. Oh well.
I'm afraid so, yeah. So here's the title screen again.
This one, if Sonic Spinball was based off of Sad AM, this one is based off of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes. Brought to you by Sega and compiled according to the words at the bottom.
I don't know anything about that company.
Here we go. Witness my evil dream to rid Mobius of I can't finish the dialogue. My latest invention, the Mean Bean self-feeding machine. I can't read that either. Will not only dispose of those fun-loving jelly beans of Beanville, but turn them into robot selves to serve my evil purposes. Robots, bring me those beans. I'm not gonna say your names. Jeez, what a jerk.
You don't have to say that.
It's fine. Yes.
Okay, enough tomfoolery.
That twice.
Yes.
Alright.
Anyway, let's get back to playing the game.
He looks absolutely hideous in this game.
Yeah. Surprisingly.
Yeah. I actually kind of grew to like his look in the cartoon.
So did I.
After Dr. Robotnik, a beautiful bean something.
Feast.
Come to my arms, my beauties.
Well, that's morbid. He wants to eat the jelly bean people of Beanville that we only just learned about in this video game.
But Dr. Robotnik wants to turn them into machines, not eat them.
Yeah. That was not a smart... that was an oversight on behalf of the people who...
You get to see all the robots that were only in the background of the pilot.
Yes.
But don't actually play a part in the show, other than 3 robots that you play against later.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very weird. We don't really know who we're playing as because we're not playing as Sonic in this game.
That is true.
I don't know if it's that little guy there by the score that we're playing as. I have no idea who that is. I probably would need an instruction manual to kind of know.
So would I.
And sadly, I've never seen the instruction manual for this game. It did not come with the used copy we bought, because we did not buy an in-box copy.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah. We just saw it, loose cartridge, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. Now we don't have to play it on our Mega collections. We can play the actual game. So that's why we did that.
And we just beat him.
Yay!
Alright, a bonus. Great.
And I have a feeling this one is definitely going to be a one-off. Where with Sonic Spinball, I'm like, I don't know, there might be somebody out there that wants to see the whole game, but with this one, I'm pretty sure you guys don't need to see the whole game.
Right. This guy's kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy who's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be tactful, I think.
Yes, they all kind of have different strategies.
Yep. But it did fun and amusing to play against Scratch Grounder and Coconuts.
Yeah. And then you eventually play against Dr. Robotnik himself.
Yep. Good old Ivo.
They have some robot designs that I'm like, most of them I'm like, okay, whatever, but some of them I'm like, why weren't these used in the show?
Yeah, why not?
Or why were they... I almost think the night guy was used.
I think so, yeah.
But they didn't make him look nearly as cool as he looks in this game, and I'm like, why? They made him look goofy, and... Yeah.
Minus his troop.
Yeah.
As I think we said in our Sonic Spinball episode, Kev and I have watched a lot of 90s cartoons in our youth.
Yeah, you know, we're 90s kids, so...
Yes.
And really, we've seen a few 80s cartoons, not as many.
Right.
Like the Super Show is technically an 80s cartoon.
That is true.
The Super Mario Brothers Super Show. And I in my childhood saw more episodes of that than the ones that came out in the 90s. So, but I think that's like probably one of the only 80s shows. Well, no, Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Well. But other than that, and I guess I saw some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I wasn't really a fan, so I didn't watch a lot of that. So other than like those three examples, it was mostly 90s cartoons.
Yes. So ABC made a record, and we're going to press on since I just saw the Tin Man in the background. But yes, I confess that I also mostly watch stuff from the 90s with a few exceptions. I have seen the Ninja Turtles, and I have seen...
Yeah. And not the horrendous 90s one. No offense to those of you who liked the 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but...
Yes, the forgotten 90s version that Saban put his fingerprints all over. I'm surprised that there are a lot of people who get very angry if you mention the one that has Venus in it.
Oh, that's her name, huh?
I thought that was her name, yeah.
Oh, okay. I have not seen a lot of the 90s one. I probably, I wasn't really aware of it till, like, adulthood anyway, so,
That's okay.
And it certainly wasn't the mid-2000s one where they're like, in the future. I'm like, why?
It feels like they kind of went back to their roots, really.
Yeah.
Because,
But yeah, Connor and I were never on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles hype train.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry guys. We're not criticizing those who were, we just weren't there. My biggest fandom for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are all the YouTube poops they made of the 80s cartoon.
Yes.
I'm a fan of those, but yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Now, this game is not that easy, I hate to be honest.
Yeah. It can be difficult. We're just gonna play for 30 minutes.
Pretty much.
Wherever we end up is where we end up. We didn't really want to do a versus. It's kind of boring to do the versus.
I see.
Just two of us doing the puzzle,
Understandable.
Probably get a better experience watching scenario mode.
Yeah, because there's actually a story connected to this one.
Yeah.
Versus, just random here and there.
Yeah. If you're wondering why we didn't make this a versus, that is why.
Yes.
So, I hope you all are having a nice December.
Yep.
That your preparations for whatever winter holiday you celebrate are going well.
This is true.
If you celebrate any holiday in the winter.
If you don't, that's quite alright too.
If you don't, I hope whatever you're doing is going well.
Yes.
At the time of watching this. Yep.
Because you deserve a nice break.
We all deserve a break every now and then.
Yes.
And remember, the holiday season should be a happy time, not a stressful time.
Correct. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be freaking you out.
I know it's harder to do, but
it is hard.
But
yes.
Make sure you guys get some sunlight. Keep that mood up.
Take some personal time to replenish if you have to.
Yes.
Because you need to be well rested and helping yourself most.
Mm-hmm. I'm just checking something.
Yes, it's an interesting episode of the regular show I watched.
We're getting near the end of season 7, so you guys probably, those of you who like regular show, probably know why that is impactful.
I've heard a lot of horror stories about this 8th series.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There might be some people out there who like it. I've seen some people who are like, yeah, it's okay. But I've never seen anybody be like, oh my god, season 8's great. You know.
So it's that divisive.
Yeah. The most positive I've seen is, yeah, it's okay. And most people are on the negative end. And I gave you the spoiler-free version of why some of them are upset. Because I can't talk too much about why people are upset, because it would go into spoiler territory.
Indeed. I'm not going to try to play around. In fact, I'm very afraid.
Yeah, it was difficult for me to get through. I will say the finale is good, so once you get through season 8, the finale's decent enough and kind of touching even, but I'm hoping, you know, if this regular show remake really is happening, I'm hoping it'll be more like seasons 1 through 5, or maybe even season 1 through 6. And less like 7 and 8. I could deal... Because, I mean, 7 still has good episodes, but it's kind of starting to set up for season 8.
So they knew, going as they were making Series 7.
Yeah.
I was always too wrapped up in stuff. I mean, bright, spark feeling. I know how to beat you. Yes, so they were setting things up for series number 8.
Yeah. And some people were saying that season 7 was loosely based off of the sci-fi show The Dome that was popular at that time.
Yeah, I was completely unaware and ignorant about this dome thing.
I had only seen ads for it. I didn't know what it was about, and I didn't care to watch it. But I guess it was popular enough that regular show wanted to reference it. I don't know. I don't even know if the people who watched regular show were watching the Dome, or if it was just something that the people working on the show liked, so they wanted to reference it. But yeah, you can see how some parts of season 7 were painful as well, like the out of nowhere Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory reference.
Yes.
Where I'm like,
Benson finds love in a hopeless place with Glasses Girl, and they reenact the bit where Grandpa Joe and Charlie were almost sucked into a giant fan and killed had they not belched their way out of death. Although, frankly, at least they didn't fart their way out of death like Peter Griffith did.
Yeah, Family Guy made it farting. I could even imagine that maybe they wanted to do that and somebody in the writing room was like, Family Guy did it.
Yeah.
They're like, God damn it.
Yeah. Do they have the the strength to do that with the way that they wrote that episode?
Yeah.
If you catch my drift?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would want to mess with Seth MacFarlane.
Yes.
So I think they're like, we might as well just rip off the movie. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Because I can only tell you in only a handful of ways. I'm not sure I can go into on this channel.
I don't really know.
Yeah, about how some people really, really like what Seth MacFarlane did. And,
yeah. Yeah, and a lot of shows do not go there with female characters. Except for some shows.
I'm looking at you.
You, football head.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Arnold. I still can't believe his last name is Shortman.
Yeah.
For real.
And his father's not even short, so...
That was not just a cute pet name, though.
No. I'm like, that's a real last name. Why would somebody make that a last name?
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't get it. Was the very first person who was given that surname short?
I wonder.
Because names... The origin of names is usually based on occupation, social status, etc.
Yeah, is Ernie Potts partially related to Arnold all this time and they just didn't realize?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Kev and I have also been watching a lot of Hey Arnold over the last few.
Yeah, we did finally, we finished, I think as we mentioned before, we finished the main series, so yeah.
Yes.
Because SpongeBob kind of eclipsed everything else once it came out,
yes.
we are getting to experience parts of other Nick shows that we missed out on because Nick was shoving SpongeBob down everybody's throats.
Yes.
Like, oh, no, you don't want to watch that. You want to watch SpongeBob. And we love SpongeBob, but we feel bad for the shows that weren't SpongeBob.
Yes. I kind of felt that way. Would I get attacked if I... Gracious, you shall. If I mentioned that Execute Me... if I mentioned the show that I also know that they were showing...
Me. Are we allowed to say that?
Well, that's what the guy said on the screen.
No, I know, but I'm like...
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, what show were you thinking about?
The certain Rugrats.
Oh, I didn't know they did that, but not surprised.
Because I thought they were also shoving Rugrats down our throats before...
Oh, yes. Before SpongeBob, yes.
Before they decided to shove a...
And they're like, we're going
sponge that lived under a pineapple under the sea.
We're going to give Klasky a bunch of money to do as many shows as they want, and you will watch their shows, darn it.
Yeah. To be fair, some of them probably age beautifully, like as told by the Ginger and,
They worked on The Simpsons before it was cool, so you gotta like them. And I'm like, well, I mean, some of their shows are good, but that was awesome. And no offense to people who love their art style, but man, is it ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, it works in some of the shows.
Yeah.
Like, I almost feel like it worked really well in Wild Thornberrys because that was a quirky show.
I think it did work with the Wild Thornberrys because it was quirky and it was not meant to be taken too seriously.
Yeah, it was kind of a wacky premise.
Yeah. A child and her family travel around doing nature shows hosted by Tim Curry as...
Tim Curry doing a good guy for once.
Yeah. A very big change.
Yeah.
As Mr. Thornberry. And them trying to raise their two daughters, their monkey, and some child that they adopted as theirs, even though the people insist that he's somehow related to Chucky Finster, which I'm like, no, I can't buy that with a straight face.
Wasn't he... I forgot if he was raised by monkeys or...
Yeah, I don't know.
He was raised by some kind of wild animals, and that's the reason he's nonverbal. But, yeah.
I see. So that's the gist of it.
Yeah, there was an episode that kind of went into that, but it's been so long since I saw it that I don't remember. And I think they allude to it in the opening anyway, but I think they actually did give it... I swear there's an episode that gave like a proper... This is the origin.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been too long. I guess that's another show we might look into buying and watching in full, because that's another one I haven't seen all of, and I don't remember why. I don't know if that was another victim to SpongeBob or not.
Possible.
Rugrats, surprisingly, was not. Rugrats was just a victim of its sequel sucking.
Yes, and it also didn't help that they went in some very...
And weird directions, yeah.
Yes, especially after somebody had the idea to say, let's give a voice role on that show to Amanda Bynes.
Yeah. Well, Amanda Bynes was, as we now know, a favorite of a certain problematic individual.
That poor girl.
So he probably was like pushing her into all the shows.
So maybe we shouldn't blame SpongeBob, but him.
That's the other fact.
For the demise of Rugrats.
Yeah, there's no offense to Amanda Bynes, but her voice acting, she tries.
She tried.
But I think she's better at acting than voice acting.
I have to agree on that. She's a much better actress.
I feel like especially back then, a lot of people who weren't voice actors and weren't like trained as voice actors were just handed roles because celebrity did not understand that voice acting is different. It's, it's more difficult because people don't see your body language or your facial expressions.
And you, my friend, who are a talented voice actor, know these. I agree.
I haven't gotten enough to like be out there yet.
Understandable.
But
we
I'm
do have the
hoping.
channel,
Yeah,
and we have
the channel where it's mostly you voice acting, but
shoes. You're right.
I do a little bit though. I do a little bit. Yeah.
I apologize.
I mean, I did have a fairly big role as Aya, but
Yeah, and you did excellent.
thank you. Seriously, guys, you can always message if you need a voice actor and you like how I sound. But, yeah. I'll get roles eventually. It's just been a little bit of a struggle because the market's a little oversaturated at the moment. That and everybody's afraid of AI. Understandably. There are so many things they could be doing with AI that they're not doing. That they could do instead of threatening to take the jobs of authors, artists, voice actors, animators, translators, etc. Those are just all the ones I can think of that are in danger right now. Oh, data entry specialists as well.
It's depressing.
You know, instead they could... And now, I know there are some AI that are probably doing this, but we could have more of AI doing surgeries. AI giving us more efficient organs or pacemakers, cleaning up garbage, finding a solution for pollution and space debris, which I think this is why I'm saying there are some AI that are doing this already. I think they do have that for the space debris, they just don't have a lot of it right now.
You speak the truth.
Yeah, AI is supposed to assist and help people, not replace people. Yeah, but anyway, I won't get too into it because I know some of the viewers were like, "Don't lecture us about AI." Okay.
We understand your viewpoints,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But anyway, yeah, all that makes it a little bit difficult.
Yes.
Oversaturation of not just voice actors, but beginner voice actors is making it hard to get in to it. Yeah, the threat of AI and making sure that you're contacting somebody who you can trust not to sell your voice to AI because there aren't enough laws in place right now to prevent that.
Right. I'm in the camp that if it's a tool, it has to be used wisely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not irresponsibly.
Yes. And we are almost out of time.
I'm trying to get this thing.
So we are going to try, but we are probably going to end up finishing here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Unfortunately.
Yes,
okay.
we've just ended.
Alright, guys. Well, we will see you next
Yep.
time.
In the meantime, watch this angry guy jump up and down and point at the Tin Man and a bunch of robots, including that
Do
praying
you
mantis.
want to continue? It says...
Yes, it does.
We just... if we had to watch it, we were gonna watch it.
Yes. So DRR actually did the best. That's, I think, Dr. Robotnik's scratch. I don't know who DB was, but oh well. Poor
Alright,
Grounder.
see you guys later.